This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday, the 5th of November. I'm James Spann. A little rain tonight, probably not much. A little colder for the weekend, but perhaps very cold air settling in here next week. That's the big buzz in the weather office. Let's go in there and check things out. This is the water vapor satellite view this morning. A lot of tropical moisture in the high levels over the eastern U.S. A lot of that coming from former Hurricane Vance that was in the eastern Pacific. What's left of that is over Mexico. We've got troughing over Old Mexico, west of El Paso, Texas. And look at the temperatures this morning. It's colder behind a cold front that's over central Arkansas with 30s and 40s. Nothing excessively cold, but today we'll expect low 70s here. By Friday, highs will likely go back in the upper 50s. About the biggest issue in the nation this morning, some flooding problems around San Antonio. They've got a flash flood watch there this morning. Had some roads closed because of water last night. But generally speaking, the positives there outweigh the negatives. They really needed that rain out there. Now, the guys at WPC have really backed off on the rain QPF for us, and I think that's right. They're suggesting now for places like Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden, rain amounts really under 1/10 of an inch tonight, and that could be right. And then you could work your way down to the south, places like Montgomery and Dothan and Mobile with no rain at all. And this is for the next 5 days, valid through Monday morning of next week. Not necessarily good, and that we could sure have used some rain. And we'll get a little bit, but again, I think probably not much tonight. All right, a lot of things to talk about, so let's dive into the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid at noon today local time at 500 millibars. You can see the upper low over Mexico. And again, down below that moisture fetch from Texas up to Kentucky with a batch of showers approaching the northwestern corner of the state this afternoon. So places like Florence, Muscle Shoals, maybe Red Bay, Athens could see some rain this afternoon. But where we are, the day should be dry, mostly cloudy with a high in the low 70s. This is the high-res HRRR model, valid this evening at 6 o'clock. And you can see rain should be falling at that point from near Athens back over toward the Shoals, and maybe as far south as Hamilton. And then that band of showers will work its way to the south. This is midnight tonight coming off the high-res NAM, and you can see how it just kind of fizzles out a little bit. Yes, it should be raining here late tonight, but the rain light and spotty. And then by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, what's left of it is south and east of here, and again, it's just not much to that. So little rain tonight. I think a lot of you are going to sleep through it, and you might not even notice that it rained. And this is the GFS tomorrow at noon. And the day should be a little cooler. The high may be dropping into the upper 60s, not by much. The really cold air stays pretty far north. And the sky, I think, becomes sunny by afternoon. A few early morning showers, clearing midday, a sunny afternoon. This is Friday. I think we'll start the day in the upper 30s. The high Friday should be in the upper 50s. A blue sky, bright, sunny kind of day. Great night for high school football playoff games Friday night. Clear, crisp, chilly with temperatures falling through the 40s. Saturday as the weekend begins. Start the day down in the upper 30s. And the high Saturday should be around 60. Not a bad day at all. And we note a surface low in the Gulf. That might bring some clouds down there to places like Panama City and Destin, but the bulk of the rain with that feature stays down to the south. Now, Sunday, all of a sudden, we have a different look. What we showed you yesterday, we had a phase trough over the eastern U.S. and a new surge of colder air. This time, it's got a strong shortwave down to the south of here, but no cold air involved. So if this is right, Sunday would be pretty pleasant with the low around 40 and a high around 60. We have seen, the other runs had dropped the high down in the low 50s, but not this time. So we'll probably start to trend a little warmer on Sunday. Whatever, should be a really nice weekend. Cool, dry, chilly nights, comfortable days. Now, Monday of next week, we're still dry. High should be in the 60s. Tuesday, here comes a cold front. And we've got a cold 135 millibar high over the Dakotas. And this is suggesting there might be a few showers with that front on Tuesday. This is not a big rain event. We'll probably need to insert that in the forecast. And then this is a week from today. That is a very cold look. And no, I'm not going to say the PV words, but it's setting up there just below Hudson Bay with a very cold trough for the eastern U.S. And down below that 1030 high moves down into Arkansas, and that looks pretty cold. And this is the following day, Thursday, November 13th, Thursday of next week. And goodness, you can see the 540 line down into the Tennessee Valley. These are temperature anomalies for Thursday night of next week, the 13th. And that's very, very cold for the eastern two-thirds of the country. And this is suggesting temperatures, 20 degrees below average here or more. And if this is right, that would knock highs in the 40s and lows in the 20s. In fact, this is a look at the new higher resolution GFS that is being run in parallel to the one we've used for years. This is showing highs Thursday of next week. I say highs. These are noon temperatures, midday temperatures Thursday of next week. And look at Tuscaloosa, 42, Birmingham, 45. So yes, highs dropping in the 40s, lows dropping in the 20s perhaps by Thursday and Friday of next week. That'll easily be the coldest air we've seen so far this season. This is the look for Saturday the 15th. You know, a couple of days ago, we showed you a big rainstorm event. Well, now it's just cool and dry. So there you go. That's why it's called the land of voodoo. And this could change again. And then at the end of the forecast on the 20th, we're still cool and dry. And again, you can see how the AO spikes negative next week, and that's one reason it turns so cold. The North Atlantic Oscillation is negative, and that's the reason the cold air floods the east and not the western half of the nation. And these are temperatures coming off the Ensembles, and again, I don't think it's got a lock on it yet, but it does drop the high down to about 50 degrees by Thursday and Friday of next week with lows below freezing, but I think those numbers will be coming down. So get set for some pretty cold air in about a week. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog, the next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can, catch us this evening on the live stream of the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.